Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second and last part of our watch along today. It is the semi-final number two. That match currently underway is between Australia as well as South Africa. South Africa, whom are said to be seeing flames, as things stand. The current score is 187 for the loss of 7 in 45.2 overs. Absolutely not looking good at all for South Africa. I think this is going to be an easy chase for Australia more than anything. But Tandy, we were watching this match, right? When it started, and we spoke earlier just a bit about how the toss was just important because South Africa really just chose to bet first because they know that they can't chase. But I feel like today maybe was, considering how perfect this pitch was and the weather conditions for a team that bowls first to bowl first. I think that they should have just taken a chance of themselves to just bowl first in this one because what is happening here? What is happening here? What is shocker?
I definitely understand where you're coming from in the sense that either way they thought they had the betting side on their side. They definitely wanted to bet first, and of which
Yeah.
this is what they got. But based on the conditions, they were on their favor in the sense that later on it was going to be messed up. But now the weather everyone is just looking for that rain to come serve SA. But right now it's too late because even if it
Yeah.
comes, Australia is
They
really
winning.
good, especially when it comes to the first power play. That's where they maximize their partnership and they make sure they put those runs. They do the India style where you just blast as much as you can first partnership, and then you can maybe chill a little bit in the second power play. But right now it's not looking so good. I feel the 200 is going to be a struggle. Yes, they'll get it, but that's not safe. It's just going to be so easy for them, and it won't be much work for Australia unless if SA also does the same thing what Australia is doing to them, just taking them out as quick as possible. Because I'm just looking at the stats here. The team SA is literally failing to create that partnership. The highest partnership which has been created is Miller and Klaassen, where they had 95 runs of 113 balls. That's literally after so many dot balls, really. And everyone else is just 7 of 28, 14 of 31, 2 of 6, 0 of 1, 53 of 76. Right now, they are currently on 18, still ongoing of 15. So it's now like what you have been saying all along. They just need the Glenn Marks of SA right now to come do some wonders here, because literally I can feel it in the atmosphere that people
it's not good at all. And you speak about 200 just not being enough. I've seen Glenn Maxwell taking Australia from 91 for the loss of 7 to winning that match. I was hoping to see something different as well from here. But time is definitely not on South Africa's side. The overs are gone. The game is gone. And I was just going through my Twitter, when that game was stopped for just a few minutes to allow the rain to cool down and all of that. South Africans are literally saying, oh my goodness, can this rain not stop? Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop.
It was just showers, really, because I remember I also got a message from my friend. She was like, is it really raining or it's actually cloud? I mean, showers. Like, hey, it's another city.
We're not in the same city, but
I feel everyone just needed that rain, and I'm sure that's the only thing they can just receive right now. But it shows how poorly SA has done, and like what they were saying, maintaining that momentum. I don't know what really happened where they started the pressure part. It's like they were psychologically not prepared for this game in the sense that they were like, okay, guys, we're here. And what has been said in the back, they were telling themselves, okay, we won't care, we're the new guys. But somehow I feel it was just eating them behind the scenes, like subconsciously saying, okay, we once lost against Australia, so this is our chance again. We don't want to do the same mistake, but not knowing by saying that to themselves or as a team, they're putting more pressure. At the moment they go out there, they just want to go start doing their best, but the fact that they're overthinking about it, they're not thinking of the now moments, they're thinking of the end project, they're not concentrating, and they're doing funny shots, so many dot balls, and easily doing mistakes, and those are literally what you call this, making Australia look good, but at the same time they are the same team, same guys who literally beat Australia during the group games, and they did well.
I
So
mean,
nothing
also that
changed really.
also that test series. To be honest, I think it
Yeah.
was just something else because Australia dominated, most of it. But I want to come back to to like what you were saying
Mm.
about the entire team. I think it's the pressure.
Mm.
This would actually be the first time this whole tournament that they batted first and did not surpass the 300 mark. So another weekend just fell, another weekend just fell. So that's the first time that they
Yeah.
betting first and did not even get to 200. I'm just
Yeah.
willing to, okay, I think maybe it will be like just above 200. But for them, I
Well,
think
it's
more than
currently
anything,
on 191 for 8.
not good at all. So I
Yeah.
think it's like a pressure thing. This is a very
Mm.
big game for them. They just wanted to make it out of the semifinals. Like we've been
Yeah.
saying, they've been a label that they've been labeled with, which is chokers. Unfortunately, if the bowling department does not come through in the second innings, then
Mm.
that name sticks with them for quite some time. But I'm
Yeah.
interested to see. I don't know who's coming in right now. Is it Kishaf Maharaj or is it Kagiso Rabat? Like, I'm so interested to see if they can just do something in this remaining 4 overs to just, I don't know, get the runs on the scoreboard.
Definitely, they literally have the okay, not much overs. It's like they're literally running out of players
Yeah,
and time at
and
the
time.
same. So maybe
More than anything, time.
more than anything, time,
Time.
in the sense that nothing, they can't really experiment much, in the sense that
Mm,
they're only left with 2 players, and those 2 players, they need to be careful when they're playing, because one will be like, okay, I need to go there and start hitting those shots big time, but
mm.
one mistake, they're gone, and there's no one else to
Yeah.
come and back them out. So at the end, they just need to finish at least the overs, so that they won't be all out when the overs are still there. So it's really, I'm sure maybe that will be another record, the lowest score they've ever
Mm.
scored. I just need to check how many they scored against India. Maybe that could be another record, they scoring the lowest for the tournament for
Yeah.
themselves.
But just tell me if you see this vision now.
Mm-hmm.
So remember when Australia played against Afghanistan and we thought like it was game over when it was 91 for the loss of 7. Do
Mm.
you think that South Africa may be able to just, come back in the in the second innings and just try to sort of like replicate what Afghanistan did? I mean, they showed the world that it's possible. You just need to make sure
Mm.
that you take Glenn Maxwell out. We've seen what happened the last time. So that's a man that, as soon as he steps on that pitch, don't make sure that he's comfortable because once he finds his rhythm and he's
Mm.
comfortable, it's game over. But do you think that we'll see like some masterclass of a performance from, the bowlers of South Africa?
Well, it's very possible, because we all know that they've got that potential to take out those wickets. But now it's a matter of being consistent, making sure, okay, this method is not working for me. Let me try something else, like thinking outside the box, really,
Mm.
and making sure that they can do it, of which they are capable of doing it. We can't say the game is over right now because it's just the first innings, but we need to have that faith on the bowlers, as much as it would be now too much pressure for them to be like, okay, let's try to save what's already there. But at the same time, it's not going to be easy, because Australia
Yeah.
also will be saying, okay, this is what happened against Afghanistan. It's another moment. So it might not be Glenn Maxwell who will come up and save the team. It might be
Mm.
someone else who will be also inspired, because they know it will be like, okay, we need to continue what we've been doing, that we meet semifinals, Australia wins. So they want to continue that tradition, and SA needs to break that tradition. So it's a matter of, okay, something has to come out here. There's only one winner at the end, like what you always say, that there's
Yeah.
always one
Yeah.
winner. But for SA now, I'm sure they're just feeling the pressure. Everyone else is just saying, ish, it's game over, that type of thing. So that negativity, they just need to block it somehow and just think positive and think right now and be like, okay, let's take as many wickets as possible. And that's very possible, really. So
So you
there's still
think that
some
you
hope.
think they can do that?
They just need
Really?
that positivity. As much as it looks impossible, but this is cricket, anything can just happen. But if
Yeah.
it rains, then that means they're in trouble. Because,
DLS
yeah, we
method
don't
coming
need
into
the
play.
rain right now.
Oh my goodness. Like
Let them work.
I said earlier on, I was like, if this rain wants to rain, it better rain before the match starts. or it doesn't rain at all because
Yeah,
there's a game that we need to enjoy on the field of play, and it
definitely.
just disturbed for like a few minutes. But coming
Mm,
back to the match, um, you have a captain like Rohit Sharma. And
mm,
I don't mean to compare, but I just need to get this straight. You have a
yeah.
captain like Rohit Sharma. You
Mm,
have a captain like Temba Bavuma.
mm,
Rohit Sharma can get you like 50 runs on the scoreboard. He's an opener. He can
yeah.
get you that.
Mm,
Have Temba Bavuma, who really doesn't bring much to the team. And also I saw people just saying that Temba Bavuma was not 100% fit
he
to be
wasn't.
playing that match.
Yeah,
Remember, he went out the last time
yeah.
because he wasn't. He
Because
was
of the
like
cramp.
injury
Yeah.
as well, the cramps as
Mm,
well. So apparently, he was not fit enough to play today. So I don't know if also that played a role in just him not being able to perform as well. He got 0 runs on the scoreboard today. He's yet to reach 50 runs in this tournament. Yet to reach 40 runs in
yeah.
this tournament. So from a captain, that is definitely not good. And I understand people saying that his role is not only on the field of play, but I beg to differ because as a captain, you need to lead on the field of play
Mm,
and behind the scenes.
mm. Definitely, like the post which you just shared with us, the highest he's
Mm,
ever gotten so far, only
yeah.
35, which is quite interesting. And as much as they're doing, like they're really trying, especially for
Mm,
him right now. I guess it's a matter of that emotional support which is offering the team right now
yeah.
and encouraging them. But him as a personal, like as a player, is not
Mm,
doing well, and he knows that. But at the end, we can't really be like, because of the World Cup, you didn't perform. That means you can't play. But
mm.
now we need to think how it started, like their journey from how they played against other teams
Other teams,
preparing
yeah.
to this World Cup. Apparently, he was doing well. He was the um what Quinton, literally. He was the Quinton of
Seems
the
like they
team
swapped
from the
places right
start.
now.
So now it's a matter of, okay, Quinton was like, you know what, it was my bedtime. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need to go home. I need to retire. So now in that moment he was free and he was like, you know what, this is my last game. The
Mm,
moment that he didn't have so much things happening in his mind and so much pressure, he was now able to express himself and be like, okay, I can play my game. It's the last one. He was now looking at the now moment and be like, one more game, then I can retire. And that's how he managed to perform very well because it's a psychological thing. Unlike for Temba, he had that pressure and be like, okay, we are here. It's now the World Cup and we need to perform the best all the time. So it's now pressure of expectation from the home ground, like the home fans
mm.
and everyone around looking at him and be like, dude, you played well during the other competitions. So,
Just an update before you go, before you go ahead.
yeah.
We have to give a round of applause, of course, to a man who's got a century.
Ah,
That is David
nice.
Miller, who almost replicates. I thought, are we getting 120 something runs today from him? So I think he was the main man, the key player for South Africa
Oh,
in today's match. 101 runs from 116 deliveries. So that's really brilliant from David Miller, trying to bring back the team and just crossing over the 200 mark that we were talking about, saying,
mm,
are they even going to reach?
wow.
Are they going to reach 200 runs? It seems like it was the day today.
Mm. But that's kind of painful in the sense that you're saying, okay, I'm here to serve the team. Managed to get your century, and then the next ball you're just out. That's like, guys, I was about to enjoy this.
I
If I
mean,
could have reached my 200 also, never know.
I'm not on his side.
Yeah, and yeah, it's kind of scary now because they are only left with one player, Shamsi,
Mm-hmm.
and they are
Kagiso
left.
Rabada as well.
Oh yes,
He's
those
got
two
3 runs from 3
from three.
deliveries
Yeah,
as well.
and then
So
overs 47.2. So now it's a matter of how are they going to utilize those remaining overs. It's quite tricky.
I don't know what to say because I had so much hope for the South African team, just to see them losing so many wickets, 2 wickets in the first, 3 wickets actually in the first power play. The
Mm,
first one being Temba Bavuma and the zero point 0.6 over.
yeah,
Second one being Quinton de Kock. I really had high hopes for Quinton de Kock in this match. Like we said earlier on, that he was the leading top run scorer just before Virat Kohli took over yesterday. He's been top
yeah.
of that table for as long as I can remember. I think since the tournament started. So I just wanted him to get the runs on the scoreboard for himself,
Yeah.
just retire on a very high note. But it seems like it wasn't the case. You have, Janssen as well. You have Maharaj as well, who I thought was just gonna do the job right now, out as well. So let's see what Kagiso Rabada and Shamsi can do. But as for me, I don't know. I just feel like this game is. We'll see what happens when they bowl, but I just feel like it's done.
And I understand because I know as a bowler right now, seeing this kind of performance from the batters, naturally you just feel pressurized and be like, you know what, I need to take those wickets. And that kind of pressure will be like, okay, let me try this. Then that's when you start experimenting so much, forgetting your natural game plan, which has been giving you those wickets. So now with those extras, you're literally deducting the scores which they are supposed to, like the targeting number, because you're giving them those free runs. So somehow they need to see a psychologist where they'll be like, calm down, guys, or do some yoga. I think that would be
Plus,
great.
they're in the heart of yoga home in
Exactly.
India. That's
Just
where.
do some yoga, calm down, strategize, and see how it's going to go, really.
I'm just looking at Themba Bavuma's numbers in this tournament. The first match 0, 23, 1, 24, 28, 16, 35, 8. Today 0.
That's literally like a cell phone number, really.
I mean, it is. It's 246810. It is like a cell phone number. So very poor performance for Themba Bavuma in this tournament.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Should they make it through to the final, I'm sure he'll just want to bounce back then. Although it'll be way too late, to just want to get yourself, back into the game that later on in the tournament. The pressure as well are mounting up, as the games come in. So I think this game is, it's as good as
testing
done.
our faith to see how much faith do you have in your teams and how far are you willing to go for them? Are you going to jump the ship right now, or you take it all the way to the end?
I mean, you just have to take it all the way to the end. But personal opinion right now, coming back to personal opinion.
Yeah.
If somebody is to beat my team, that person that beat my team has to go on to win the trophy. That's my stance.
Okay, you stopped me, so
that's my
might as well
stance.
go all the
Just
way.
go all the way, because if you don't, then what is that? But on a lighter note, it's getting very cold in India.
I thought I was the only one feeling it, because last night it was one of those. Okay, the AC is off, the fan is off. What's going on right here?
But the thing is, like, how I don't think in Africa we have like mosquitoes during winter. It's during summer, so it seems to be the opposite this time around. The mosquitoes are so big. They're literally so big. Oh my gosh!
You buy one or two pets. Are you naming the mosquitoes?
I want to, but Tasman keeps killing them.
Oh, that's how you manage to do it.
Yeah, she's very good at that.
What's the bowling percentage of what?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. She's the Mohammed Shami. So yeah, it's just it's crazy. It's like everything is in extremes. Yeah.
I've noticed they're mostly black. I thought they were brown, but seems like they're different colors.
How do you? Oh my gosh, I know I'm blind, but like not that colorblind.
Every time I kill a mosquito, she like comes to check on it.
The color.
Yeah, like this one's bigger than the
That is so interesting.
Grouping.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we need to do some grouping analysis today.
But just seems like everything is in extremes here in India. If it's hot, it's extremely hot. If it's cold, it's extremely cold. It's like there's never a balance.
They're extremely rich.
Oh yeah, I might just need to meet a few rich people, extremely rich people.
We can't be rich.
Yeah. Yeah. No. No, not at all. So yeah.
So we just need to have faith in these guys. We can't just abandon them right now. So we'll see how much.
We're not saying that we are, but I just feel like honestly, the game is over. 209 runs, 3 runs for the loss of 9. I mean,
but check out how Kagiso is playing right now. He's currently on 9 runs of 6 balls. So he just hit his 4 right there.
Time though, time is running out.
Oh yes.
So let's just hope
he's
that in the
signing up.
remaining 2 overs, he just does the job.
We
He
just we
gets
just need
at
the
least like,
the
yeah.
Superman 6 right there.
Let me check. I think it just scored. Who scored a 6 right now? Somebody scored a 6
Someone
right
scored a
now.
6. Oh, okay.
It's Kagiso Rabada.
Ah,
Oh,
nice.
coming to the
Oh, so
party.
it was a 6, not a 4. Oh,
So
my
yeah, it's a
bad.
6 and a 1.
Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting game, really. So we'll see how we're going to sleep tonight, and if yeah, we'll see
Let's
who's
just
going to
pray.
join
Let's just pray that.
India on Sunday.
Yeah, I think my only prayer right now is that it doesn't rain, because if it
Yeah,
does rain, then
definitely.
oh my goodness, the worst nightmare,
And
DLS
usually,
method comes into play.
yeah, and usually when it rains, I don't know how this moist in the air is going to affect the ground right now. I hope it's going to favor SA in the
Yeah.
sense that with that little showers on the sides, the ground will somehow change and be more spin area for them. So we'll see how it will go.
But you know, interesting enough, I also like that Kagiso Rabada, you know, in as much as he's getting the runs on the scoreboard for the team, he
Yeah.
also just knows how to take the wickets. And I want to see him back into that wicket taking momentum, the same way that he started. Because I remember when he started, he was just in every single match he was taking out a wicket.
Oh yeah,
But
if
he's been
only Luni was
downhill.
also in the squad, I would
Yeah.
know that it's him and Luni engaging. Then that would be an interesting duo right there.
But there's Gerald Coetzee as well, you know.
Mhm.
Okay, Andile not in today, but I believe that Shamsi as well would
Yeah.
just be able to do that. So I choose to believe in the bowling department. I think that they're going to do brilliantly well in this
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Definitely, they'll go all the way.
Mm. I don't know. Should we wrap it up here? Do you have anything more to say?
Um, no, not really. Besides hoping for the best and going all the way, and that the rain would just have to wait a bit.
I mean, they have got David Wen and that one.
Mm.
They have got Lan Maxwell as well. These are the big names that I'm so afraid of. You know, they also have Steve Smith. They also have
Yeah.
Mitchell Marsh. So I think they
Those are
have
the top
they have the
guys.
batsmen. You know, I don't know about South Africa, but I choose to believe that the team will just do really well.
And talking about David Warner as well,
Mm.
I've seen he has been doing really great job for the bowlers, for Australian bowlers, in the
Yeah,
sense that the fielding he has been on top all the way. He hasn't done any misfields, any balls that comes his way.
yeah.
He's just doing his job. And yeah, Mitchell Stark, he is currently on 3 wickets.
Oh my goodness.
So it's like everyone is just doing well besides Adam Zampa. He just needed a wicket, then he would have crossed his milestone. So I don't know what's really going
What was the
on.
milestone again?
Let me quickly check.
Yeah, because now in games like this, you're also just looking at, you know, just achieving personal milestones.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Quentin de Kock would be so disappointed after this one. Rassi van der Dassen as well. Aidan Markram as well. I had high hopes for him. Henrik Klaassen as well. Not such a great game that he had today. But we'll see how the second innings are going to go. We'll see what the final score will be in just a few minutes from now.
Okay. All right. With 22 wickets to date, Zampa needs 6 more. Okay, it was 6 more wickets in a
That's a
maximum of
lot.
2 games to set a new record. So he could have taken a 3 right now and then a 3 in the next game, and he was just going to set a new record of a single World Cup, beating the 27th. That is his teammate Mitchell Starker claimed in 2019.
Yeah. So this is where we have to wrap it up. I'm just so surprised that there's no one there to help us, you know, with the closing up of the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes and how everything goes. But we are ready to close off today's show. I believe that they will be helpful in helping us, you know, just close off the match. But yeah, we've seen how it works.
Wow. And it's now we're left with 3 balls left.
Yeah.
Are we going to see some beautiful scores right now?
Ah.
And
What
they're
would be a
currently
beautiful score?
on
What would be a beautiful score?
212.
Nah, it's okay. You already know how it's going, so it's all right.
213.
That was in 1999.
when they lost.
To Australia.
So oh, deja vu. Oh my gosh.
Who caught that one?
That's how we are wrapping it up. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll do it again tomorrow. Same time, same place. That's if I do come back, because what is worth it? Oh my gosh. Oh, what about my dignity, the pride? Oh my gosh, that would have been a
This is
beautiful.
what I was saying, that these Australians, they've been on par
Mm.
when it came to the fielding area. As much as there were a few loopholes here and there, but seems like they did the job well this time.
Yeah. So I don't know. You'll be back tomorrow. I will think about coming back. I want to know if
I'm
I'll be
just
back
so
or not.
excited about the finals. I just want to see some serious.
But you
good
can't be
cricket
excited
there.
about the final when you don't know who's joining India in the finals yet. So for me, it'll depend, So yeah.
Yeah, we'll see who will qualify from these guys.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be
Thank
back
you.
again tomorrow.